Okay, so we'll get started. So, yeah, we're going to start standing today, and it's Tuesday, so we're going to work our booty. So, yeah, so fun. Okay, so we're going to get up tall, nice and tall. Arms are just down by our side. And we're just going to take an inhale, lifting the arms up. And then on the exhale, we're going to come all the way down into our roll down, sinking down nice and low. Pause at the bottom, take an inhale, and on the exhale, come all the way back up, lifting the arms up. We're going to pause here. We're going to take the hands behind the head. And we're just going to twist to one side. And then we're going to come back to center. Then we're going to twist to the other side. We're going to come back to center. We're just going to go into our side bend. So over to one side, back to center, and then over to the other side. One more time. Warming up the spine. Good. Come back to center. We're going to reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down. Sinking down nice and low. Pause at the bottom. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rising all the way back up. We're going to go through that flow again. So bringing the hands behind the head, we're going to twist to one side. Back to center. We're going to twist to the other side. Once you're back to center, we're going to go into our side bend. Inhale and exhale. One more time to each side. Think of yourself between two panes of glass. Come back to center, reaching the arms up. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down. Pause at the bottom, take an inhale, and on the exhale, rising all the way back up. One more time through this flow, reaching the arms up, sliding them behind the head. We're just going to twist to one side, back to center, the other side. Once you're back to center, we're going to go into our side bend. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time to this side. Good. Coming back to center, lowering the arms down. We're just going to place the hands onto our hips or onto our waist. We're going to do some footwork today. So feet should still be parallel, hip bone distance apart. We're going to rise up onto the ball of the foot. So lifting the heels up and then lowering them back down. And again, lift and lower. So think of lifting straight up. Good. Lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. The next one, we're going to hold ourselves up here. We're going to bend at the knees. Keep the knees bent. You're going to lower the heels, and then you're going to stand up straight. And again, lift, bend at the knees, heels come down, straighten the legs. So we're doing a little bit of footwork. Always important to work your feet, keeping them nice and healthy. Lift, bend, heels down, straighten, lift, bend, heels down, and straighten. Okay, so now we're going to go in the reverse order. So we're going to bend the knees, lift the heels, straighten the legs, lower the heels down. And again, bend, lift, straighten, lower the heels. Inhale and exhale. Just noticing your breath. Straighten, lower. Couple more. Straighten and lower. Last one. Bend at the knees. Lift the heels. Straighten and lower down. Good job. Okay, so give the legs a little bit of a shake out. We're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to come onto all fours. We're going to open up through the spine and through the shoulders and quadruped today. So starting with your hands in line with the shoulders, knees and hips are aligned. I want you to just start to hinge back, just slightly, and then come forward. So it's a small movement. So you can think about a glass of water on your tailbone, and you don't want to let it tip off. So we don't want to go all the way down towards our heels. Just starting to open up, free up the low back, get some movement into the hips. Small movement. One more time. Slight hinge. I want you to go into your cat. So rounding into your cat. And then going into your cow, let the rib cage sink, let the tailbone come towards the back of the head. And again. So just take a moment. This is a good way to build some mind-body awareness. Just notice how you feel through your spine, especially through your upper back. Notice your range of motion. Notice if you're carrying any tension, if it feels a bit tight. One more time. Round. Back to your cow. Now I want you to come to neutral spine, so in between the cat and cow. I want you to take your right hand out to the side. So arms in line with the shoulder. And we're just going to take that arm in line with the ear, and then we're going to swing it down by our side. And again. So it's almost as if your arm is gliding across an imaginary table. Good. Inhale and exhale one more time. Good. And bringing that arm down. Same thing on the other side, taking the other arm out, and then start your movement. Think of that arm gliding across that imaginary table. One more time. Good. And bringing the arm down. Okay, so now I want you to go back to your cat and cow. So rounding into your cat, and then going into your cow, and again. So it should feel a little different now when you round into your cat. You should feel like you can go a little bit further through that upper back. We've released through the shoulder, through the rib cage. So just make note of that. Notice how it feels in your body. One more time. Good. So coming back to neutral spine, we're now going to go into a protract and a retract of the shoulder blades. So you're going to feel your shoulder blades pinch together, and then you're going to press them apart so you round to the back a little bit. And then again, feel those shoulder blades pinch together, and then press them apart. So protract and retract. So it's not, movement's not coming from the elbows. Coming from the upper back, around those shoulder blades. So keep the arms straight. Good, one more time. Good. So finding your neutral, I want you to curl your toes under. Pull the belly in and up. We're going to lift the knees to a hover. Hold it here, and then lower them down. And again, lift, knees come to a hover, and then lower. And again, inhale and exhale. So starting to wake up the core. Have a soft bend in the elbows. Good. Couple more. Lift the knees to a hover. And then lower. One more time. We're going to lift the knees to a hover. We're going to hold it here. Good. We're just going to do a little shift of the hips to one side. Then bring them back to center, and then over to the other side. And again, shift, shift, back to center one more time, to one side, and to the other side. Good. Come back to center, lower the knees down, sink back into child's pose, just taking a stretch here and breathe. Good work. Okay, so we're going to come over on into sitting. We're going to do a little bit of work into our core from the sitting position. So we want our knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Arms are just resting onto the front of the knees. We're going to start rolling back. And your hands can come behind your legs if you need a little bit of support. You can use the hands to pull you back up. Or you can take your arms out straight and lean back. So it's up to you. You decide what feels best for you today. So rolling back, all the way back up. So hollowing out through the abdominal and then the other arm, and again. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Bring both arms back in. Now we're going to take both arms out to the side and bring them in. And out and in. So you're going to feel yourself shake a little bit as those arms come out. Let's do 2 more. Keep breathing. Good. Now we're going to roll all the way down. We're going all the way down off the mat. Keep the knees bent. Take the arms all the way overhead. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to curl all the way back up. Use your hands if you need to help pull you up. All the way up nice and tall. Good. We're going to roll back to that point where you feel that core engaged, halfway down. We're going to take one arm up towards the ceiling. Bring it down, and then the other. And again. Good. Pulling that belly button towards the spine. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now we're going to take both arms up. Feel that shake in the core. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Good. Keep the arms here and come all the way down. Good. Take those arms all the way overhead. Take an inhale. On the exhale, curl all the way back up. Nice and tall. Good. We're going to roll back. Pause at that point. We're going to swing one arm behind us. Our gaze is going to follow. Come back to center. And then the other arm. So we're recruiting the obliques now. And working. That's it. Feeling your abdominals heating up here. Let's do 2 more sets. Inhale and exhale. Good. Excellent. And come all the way down. Rolling all the way down. Good job. Take the legs out straight. Take the arms out straight overhead. And just take a deep breath in. Good. Okay. So we're going to bring the our arms down by our side. And we're just going to bring our feet in so they're about hip bone distance apart. And when you're ready, we're going to press into both feet as you lift the tailbone, lifting each vertebrae as you come all the way up. Pause at the top, and then slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time. Good. And again, lift and lower. And again. So just noticing the vertebrae lifting and lowering off the mat. And a stretch through the spine. We'll do one more time. Lift. Good. And lower all the way down. Good job. We're going to take both legs up in a tabletop. I'm going to keep working into the side abdominals. We're just going to take one leg. We're just going to take it slightly out to the side. And then you're going to drop back in to the center line of the body. And then the same thing with the other leg. Take it slightly out to the side. And then bring it back in. And again, alternating sides. So to check your form, you can place 2 fingers on each hip bone. What you want to make sure that isn't happening is your hip bones tipping with the leg. We want to keep our hip bones in neutral. So hip bones are aligned. They're not teeter-tottering. They're not moving with the leg. As one leg goes out to the side, make sure the opposite hip stays anchored. Good. One more time to this side. Good. And bringing the legs in. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Just do a little rock back and forth or from side to side. We're going to go into our double leg stretch. So we're going to keep our head down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. You're going to take both legs out straight as you swing both arms overhead. You're going to hug the knees in. Inhale and exhale. And hug. Keep that low back nice and stable. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3, 2. Good, last one. Good, hug the knees in, just rock back from side to side. So if you want, we're going to do another set of those, but to make it a little bit more of a challenge, you can curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades. So now you're looking down at your legs. You're going to stay up here in your ab curl. You take both arms overhead as the legs come out straight, and then hug them back in. Inhale and exhale. Keep the tummy nice and flat. The legs go out. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Good, last one. Good, and lowering the head all the way down. Good, bringing the feet down onto the mat. Arms can come out to a T position at your side. We'll just go into our knee sways from side to side. You can let your head turn in the opposite direction of the knees. Good. Coming back to center with the legs, I want you to push yourself up into sitting. And if you have a band, I want you to tie it around both legs, just above your knees. So I like to have my knees about 4 inches apart, and then that's where I tie the band. I want to feel a little bit of resistance at that point, and you can tie it either the band in a double knot, or you can tie it in a bow. So whatever's easiest for you. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. You can still do all the same exercises with this, just without the band. So once you have that band tied, just above the kneecaps around both legs, you're going to get onto your side. Your head is going to be down, hands in front for balance. Keeping that band in place, we're going to lift the leg up. You can push through the heels, you lower the leg down. Lift and lower. Pull the belly in and up. Inhale and exhale. So feeling that band resist as the leg comes up. So we've done this series before without the band, but adding the band makes it that much more of a challenge on that glute medius muscle, so that side bum muscle. Good. Couple more. We're going to lift the leg so it's about hip height. You can point the toe here. We're going to go into our circles. So make them more of an oval shape with the top of the oval up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel it burn a little bit more into that side booty. Good. Let's go in the other direction. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to hold the leg up here. We're going to do 6 little pulses up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Good job. Bend the knees. Just have the heels come in line with the sit bones. We're going to take both arms out straight in front of us. Head can come down onto the mat. Just going to take that top arm. Just going to drag across the bottom arm. You're going to bring it out behind you. Then bring it back to center. You're going to do that again. Two more times. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Good. Okay, so now you're going to swing yourself over to the other side, keeping that band in the same position, just above the knees. Lying on your side, the head comes down, hands in front. When you're ready, you're going to lift the leg up, push to the heels, you lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Pulling the belly in and up. Good, last one. We're going to hold that leg at about hip height. Okay, you can point the toe here. We're going to go into our circles. Remember to try and make them more of an, I should say more of an oval shape, not a circle. That top of the oval going up towards the ceiling. So challenging that muscle. Let's do 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, last one, other direction. That's it, feeling it burn. Good for 4, 3, 2, last one, hold that leg up, 6 little pulses up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Good job. Bending the knees, hands come out in front, head is down. We're gonna go into our side stretch. You're taking the arm across the body, out behind you. Bring it back where you started. And again. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Excellent. Okay, so you can push yourself up into sitting. If you have the band around your leg, you can just slide it off and just set it off to the side. We're now going to transition onto our tummy. So legs are going to come out straight. Hands are in at our sides. Elbows are in. You want your hands just above your shoulders. You want to be in that tuck position with your pelvis. So you can think about your hips are heavy, your thighs are heavy, your pubic bone's anchored to the mat, so that will lengthen out through the low back. And when you're ready, forehead comes down onto the mat. We're going to slowly start to lift the forehead. You're going to imagine a marble underneath your nose. You're going to roll it towards the top of your mat as you lift your head and chest up, coming into your spine extension. And then lower yourself all the way back down. And again, lift and lower. So as you lift, feel the shoulder blades sliding down your back. The neck is nice and long. 2 more. Last one. All the way down. We're going to slide both hands underneath your forehead. And then we're going to lift one leg just to a hover. And then lower down. And then the other leg. So I'm just going to keep my head lifted so I can talk to you. But keep your forehead down on your hands. As you lift and lower each leg. So you want to keep the knee nice and straight. You want to be lifting from the glutes. Couple more. Good. Take both legs down. Now we're going to lift both legs up. We're going to bring the heels together, toes apart. We're going to do quick little presses here. So legs come apart, you're going to kick the heels together. Apart and kick. So really quick. Heels together, toes apart. Quick little kicks, keeping the legs lifted, keeping the thighs up off the mat, working into the glutes. And just breathe. Kicking, kicking, kicking. Little kicks. Good. Squeezing the glutes, keep the legs lifted, nice and straight. Gonna hold the legs together here, so heels together, toes apart. Keep the legs lifted. I want you to bend the knees. Keep that V position with the feet. Now we're gonna lift the legs up, keeping those heels together and lower down. Lift and lower. If you feel this in your low back, extend the legs back out and go back to the previous exercise. Make sure you're keeping that tuck position with your pelvis, so pubic bone's anchored to the mat. And as you lift, bring the heels in towards you. Don't let the legs straighten. Do a few more. Keep squeezing the heels as you lift the thighs off the mat. For 3, 2, good, last one. Good, and lower the legs down. Push yourself back into child's pose. And just take a breath here. And just breathe. Good. We're going to do another set of those last 3 exercises, but we're going to add in a little bit more through the low back and spine to challenge ourselves. So we're going to come back down, legs are out straight. Forehead is resting onto the hands. And we're just going to start, we're going to lift one leg up to a hover, and as we lift the leg, I want you to lift the hands, the forehead to a hover above the mat, and then lower down. And again, lift and lower. So if your low back is bothering you at all, sink back into child's pose, and think about making sure that your core is engaged here. Pull that belly button towards the spine. Let's do a few more. One more time to each side. Good. We're going to bring the hands down. Keep the forehead resting onto the hands. We're going to lift the legs. We're going to go back to our heel kicks. So kicking the heels, squeezing the glutes. Stay in that tuck position. Don't dump into your low back here. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the heels together, bend the knees. Now if you want, you can lift the heels or lift the legs up. So you lift the forehead and the hands and lower down. Lift and lower. Keep squeezing the heels together, lifting those thighs. 2 more. Lower, last one. Good, and lower down. Push yourself back into child's pose. Take a deep breath into your low back. Good job. Okay, so come on up into sitting. We'll just stretch out through the hips a little bit, through the glutes. So I want you to find a position that feels comfortable for you. So maybe your legs are crossed, if that feels good for you. Or you can come into a diamond position with the legs. So it's whatever feels easiest for you. I'm just going to have my legs just in front of me. And then we're just going to be up nice and tall. And I want you to take your hands and start walking them away from you. Keeping the sit bones down. All the way down as low as you can, feeling the hips, get a stretch here, and then walking yourself all the way back up. Good, and again, walking yourself down, keeping the hips nice and heavy onto the mat, and then walking yourself all the way back up. Good, one more time. Good, take an inhale. And on the exhale, all the way back up. Good. Okay, so if your legs were crossed, the leg that was on top or in front of you, you're going to switch. Place the other leg either on top or in front of you. Nice and tall. I'm going to do that again. So walking the hands away from you. Good. All the way back up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Keeping those hips nice and heavy, all the way back up. One more time, nice inhale, and exhale. Good. Walk yourself back up nice and tall. Good. We're going to take one hand, you're going to place it on the opposite knee, and you're going to twist, you're going to look behind you. The other hand will act almost as your second spine, nice and straight. You're going to look over your shoulder. And just hold it here and breathe. Good. Come back to center. Now you're going to take the other hand, it goes on the other knee, opposite knee. That other hand comes behind you, it's almost like a second spine. You're going to look behind you, over that shoulder. Get a nice inhale. And exhale. Good, bring yourself back to center. And you guys are all done. Good job today. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the sun, and I hope to see most of you back here on Thursday. Bye!